AMD, I guess if the notion was they're truly killing Intel, some argue this should have been better.
Okay, so let's get right to it. First of all, I have Lisa Su on tonight, who's the implacable CEO. They did not guide down. There are analysts who think they did guide down. This is not true. The next quarter they guided down. They have a 5-nanometer chip that the Titans want. Those are that's what we call these guys now. We all know who they are. They did say that there's double-digit declines in PCs. That was confirmed by Intel previously. They did say there's weakness in gaming. That was confirmed by Intel. Well, that's actually being confirmed by pretty much everybody. But here's what's really important. They gained a record amount of share, just a huge amount of share in everywhere against Intel. Xilinx was up 20%. They bought that. And I think that they are going to blow away the last quarter of the year. Look, it's true. If I were in the PC business, I would be very worried. But I think that because she has this 5-nanometer, we have to remember that it's kind of like, the TV. If you want to buy the ones for TVs and for cars, those are 25. Those are these big, stupid nanometers. This stuff she's so far ahead of everybody else that all I can say is go sell it. Be my guest. Go bet against Lisa Su. Have fun. Knock yourself out. I'll see you on the asphalt.
The street is definitely focused on PCs. Ray J goes to 130. They were at 160. And Lisa Su talked about PC weakness last night.
We have taken a more conservative outlook on the PC business. So a quarter ago, we would have thought that the PC business would be down, let's call it high single digits. And our current view of the PC business is that it will be down, let's call it mid-teens. And that's contemplated into our third quarter guidance.
All right, so I assume you'll expand on this with her tonight.
Yeah, look, third quarter, she guided down third quarter. She didn't guide down fourth quarter. If I were in the stock of HP Inc., I would be concerned. And I do like I like Enrico Lores very much, the CEO, but I really think that there's a lot of people who feel, Charitable Trust owns this, we've owned this forever, that this was the beginning of a weak quarter. And instead what I'm saying is because they have the right size chip, there'll be an acceleration in the fourth quarter. And the people who are short-sighted enough to sell it off of PCs don't realize that that's one of the reasons why she bought Xilinx. PCs, I myself am surprised that they could be this bad. Because people are just saying, hey, listen, PCs are it's when you work at home. And it was almost like it dovetailed with the New York Times piece yesterday, which talked about how the middle of the country is coming back to work, so you don't need another PC.
Right.
But I just think that Lisa was being very controlled in her words about PCs, and she was more negative. She may be under-promising.
I was going to say, I was waiting for the U-Pod.
Yeah, and people know that the stock was up 2% yesterday. But look, there's always people who want to call a top in the semis. And AMD, NVIDIA, and Marvell Tech have been ones that are down a great deal versus Qualcomm. My Charitable Trust knows all these because we really believe. Qualcomm, which was barely, Qualcomm's held up really well here.
Right.
But that's 5G.
But it does sound like you would avoid a basket of, say, Logitech, Best Buy, HP.
What a great question, because Logitech did say that they saw a bottom in gaming hardware. You know what? I have to tell you, I think that Best Buy, that dividend is safe. They did think that the gaming cycle wasn't going to end until next year. They were wrong on that. 4.72% with very good management of the supply chain by Corey Barry. I would buy Best Buy.
All right.